I'm Melanie and I'm here as your mindfulness teacher. I'm a certified mindfulness teacher and I'm going to introduce you to a couple of mindfulness exercises. The first one is a mini body scan, and I would like to introduce you to the concept of a mindful, kindful body scan. The body scan is a fundamental component of mindfulness and forms the beginning and sometimes the entirety of a meditation. There's a strong evidence for the beneficial effects of the body scan on most aspects of the individual, but in particular, it's great for helping to relieve and change our relationship to chronic pain, sleeplessness, fatigue, stress and anxiety. Typically, the body scan will take at least anything up to 45 minutes. However, we will be going through a short 10-minute scan which should be able to fit into anybody's schedule. So keeping this in mind, we'll go through a scan that if at any time there is any pain or discomfort, feel free to change position or to make yourself comfortable. I realise that sitting or lying in one position can be challenging for some people. So don't be afraid to change your position at any time. Hopefully most of you will be able to manage this 10-minute meditation and in time change it to a longer scan. Let's begin this meditation by finding a comfortable posture that's right for you, ensuring that there's no distractions and that your room is not too hot or too cold. I recommend having a blanket when you're doing a body scan because your body's temperature can cool down. So let's start. Lie down or sit down on the floor, chair, mat or mattress with your legs straight, body straight, and with your hands and arms loosely by your sides or resting in your lap. Try to make sure that the joints aren't under any stress and everything is settled in a natural and comfortable, erect posture. When you're ready, let's begin by closing your eyes and adopting a gentle soft gaze. Taking a few deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and then breathing out, and going back now to our own natural breathing. The breath is such an essential part of being alive, and yet is so often forgotten. Notice that the whole cycle of the in-breath and the out-breath, without trying to judge or to control, just by being aware of it from moment to moment. And if you wish, feel your breathing down in your belly or your lower abdomen by noticing the belly rises and falls. Imagine, even if it helps at all, the beach, the waves coming in, the beach rising and falling just as your breath and your belly does so naturally. And if this is still feeling difficult, then just place your hands gently on your belly and this may help. And as you practice this body scan, if at any time you feel overwhelmed by sensations or emotions, remember you can shift your attention back to your trusted friend, the breath, if that feels comforting for you. Think of your breath as a refuge from any sensations that seem too much at this minute in time. And this is probably the most kindest, most helpful thing you can do. That is totally fine. Now when you're ready to shift your attention from your breathing, with your eyes closed, down your body, down both your legs, all the way down to your toes, to your feet, feeling any sensation that's present for you, any tightness, any sensation, warmth, coolness, whatever it's like for you. And if you can't feel anything, just feel the lack of sensation. That's perfectly fine. Gently moving our attention and awareness to the both sides of our feet, to the soles, the upper part of our feet, and our ankles, and just noticing any sensations at all. To help you maybe perhaps develop awareness, you can play around with the idea that your breath can go down into and out of your feet. So imagine or feel your breathing and kind of carrying a mindful awareness into your left foot. If breathing in and out of your feet doesn't mean anything to you, just let it go. It's fine to do that. Now when you're ready, then let it go. And when you're ready, let the sensations in your feet fade into the background of your awareness. And as you practice this mindfulness exercise, your mind is going to get distracted and lost in other thoughts. That's totally normal and nothing to get disheartened about. Mindfulness is not about banning thoughts. It's just recognizing that you are wandering, and that is mindful awareness in itself. So let your mind naturally rest back on your breathing. In this way, move your mindful awareness now into your lower legs, and then your upper legs, and both legs as a whole together, imagining and feeling your breath going in to and out of the legs, feeling how your legs feel compared to the rest of your body, and then letting your attention fade into the background of your awareness. And as you're moving now your attention from your legs right up into the area of your hips, pelvic and buttocks, and all of the sensitive organs in this part of your body, being aware of how the sensations shift and change from breath to breath, noticing and feeling any undue tension, then letting your muscles relax, soften and release. And with a sense of curiosity, imagine your breath being able to go into and out of this part of your body. And then when you're ready, allow this part of the body to fade into the background of your awareness. Gently, slowly working through your body in this mindful way, shining this torch of awareness to your lower torso, being aware of the sensitive rising and falling of your belly and the emotions that may be present in this area. Just releasing any tensions, and with a sense of letting go, moving up to the upper part of our torsos, feeling the contact of the back against the surface of which you're resting on, feeling your chest area and the movement in your rib cage as you breathe in and as you breathe out. You may be able to feel your heart beating. Perhaps getting a sense of being in touch with any emotional signals or sensations in our emotional heart. And if that feels okay for you to do so, imagine or feel your breathing going into each part to increase our sense of awareness, feeling the sensations with an attitude of affection, warmth and kindness, the way you may look at something precious or someone or something you love. If possible, reflect on how fortunate you are to have parts of your body that are working okay, that are ensuring that in this very moment we are not only alive, but also present and mindful of them. Now continue to move through your body with kindly awareness, just feeling and accepting sensations the way they are, moving to your shoulders, watching out and including any intentions that don't release, taking then down your attention up to your arms, into your hands and fingers, taking a moment to feel the intricate sensations present in the tips of our fingers. Then moving our awareness gently up through our neck to include the back, the throat and the voice box, and then into our face. Here, feeling the surface of the skin of the face and the muscles underneath. Beginning with the forehead, perhaps moving across it, being aware if we're frowning, and with a sense of releasing and letting go. Down into our eyebrows, our cheeks, lips and mouth and teeth. Being aware perhaps that our jaw might feel tense or the side of the face, and just with a sense of releasing and then letting go. Perhaps feeling the weight of our head against the surface of what we're resting on. And then see if we can go inside our heads to feel the presence of our brain, which does a lot of our thinking for us. Notice how it feels. And say, thank you, brain, for being here. And at last but not least, heading to the top of our head, just noticing what it feels like now, and that you've mindfully scanned through the whole entire body, having a rest for a few minutes and thinking and just noticing whatever this experience is for you right now. Now this is an optional extra process that we can go through at the end of the exercise. And as we breathe in, I want you to imagine your breath sweeping up through the body, and as you breathe out, your breath sweeps back down again. This way you can get a sense of your breath feeding again into each of our living cells in our body with nourishing and wholesome oxygen. This may seem strange to you, but just playing with the idea and visualizing and feeling and seeing what happens for a few minutes, just concentrating on the body as a whole. Now letting go of any effort to practice mindfulness, just resting in our sense of presence and aliveness, resting in our innate sense of being, noticing you have nothing else you have to do, nowhere else to go, and nothing you need to achieve, just simply being. And when you're finishing and coming an end to this practice, I want you to congratulate yourself for having practiced this minor mindfulness meditation. And slowly and gently open your eyes and come back to the room